So, hello friends, I want to introduce to you today Mr. Radharaman Panicker, who is the chairman of ISTD, Indian Society for Training and Development in Mumbai. And on the side, he is also the owner director of a personal logistics company. It's his own company. It's called DGM India. He's got about 35 years in industry and a much seasoned person. But today we are addressing him in the capacity of being the chairman of Indian Society of Training and Development here in Mumbai. So, Mr. Panicker, I would like to introduce you to the participants of the AIMA, All India Management Association program, Advanced Certificate Program in Business Consulting. And we are here to talk about today what would be the value of joining professional associations for a management consultant. The participants are all wanting to join, wanting to become independent management consultants, and they're looking forward to good inputs from your side on what is the value of being a part of a professional organization. So to start with, Mr. Panicker, what are the percentage of ISTD members who are independent consultant trainers or aspiring consultant trainers? What is the nature of the population of consultants in this professional association?
Thank you, Dr. Aneeta, for having me here on this platform. Hi to all of you, the participants. It's my pleasure to talk to all of you and just share some of my thoughts on what Aneeta wants to ask and put across to you. Her first question, yes, my guess is for a professional organization like ours, we have around 20 to 25% who are pure consultants who are providing service to other organizations. There are a lot of academicians as well who are there in our association. Put together, both those set of people would be around 35-40%. Rest are people from the industry, probably from the HR field, from talent and development, people who are working as trainers at the local level, national level. There are people from the government who are also there. There are people from the public sector enterprise who are also our members.
That's excellent. And is the number, in your opinion, growing? And do you see how do you see it panning out into the future? Because today, more and more people who are leaving their lucrative jobs to become independent consultants, and training is one of very popular and very much growing profession. So, what is your outlook into the future?
Yeah, sure. I mean, this being last year was our 50th anniversary of ISTD formation. And we ran a scheme to attract more members by offering them a discounted life member. And my understanding is that we added close to 2,500 members last year because of this scheme that we ran. So obviously, yes, there is a lot of interest, a lot of corporates who are willing to come on board. There was a lull in between, but now again, people are really joining up. Of course, COVID also played its own game. Like any other business, we were also affected. Probably we could have had more numbers going forward. But I think 2,500 is a good number to have during the year. I don't know the right figures, but that's what my understanding or estimates are.
So, with such large numbers, why do you think they come to Indian Society for Training and Development? Why should a consultant come to a professional body? What's in it for him? What's his takeaway from you?
Good question. I think, Aneeta, we were together in our committee at ISTB Mumbai to deliberate this exact question because when I took over as chairman, the issue was what do members get? Why do they want to join? How do you attract them? So the answer remains the same. Why we need to attract them and why the question that we're asking, why do the consultant want to really join the association like this? A domain association like ISTD or All India Management Association, they're a very important element of a professional consultant or independent people who are wanting to strike out on their own. This is the one great way to interact with like-minded people and build a great network. This network are people sometimes in your own domain, sometimes they are from other domains. At the same time, they're also your potential customers. One advantage in this association when we gather and meet and interact with each other is we are interacting as a member. We are not a customer, we are not a vendor. So when the barriers are down, there are a lot of tidbits of information that you can get, which can be useful for you as a consultant. Something that you may take a long time to know. You go to a customer client's place, go and meet them. Okay, first meeting, nothing gets out. Second meeting, nothing comes out. Third meeting, you probably get to break the barrier. But here, instant. You don't need anybody to introduce you. You get introduced directly. You're waiting for meet somebody. I wanted to meet Aneeta. I didn't know who's Aneeta. But with this platform, I knew Aneeta. I mean, we interacted, we knew each other. That's a great way to, connect. LinkedIn and all this are great, but they don't give you this type of a benefit. The second benefit that I think is most often we as a consultant live in a bubble, cocoon in a bubble. We don't know what is happening in the outside world. We feel that because we have this experience and that experience and that work we did and that qualification we had, we know everything. So why we need to really interact? And my experience is that actually we don't know nothing. What we know is not enough. What we know was yesterday. There is today and there is tomorrow, the future. And there are a lot of things which are changing. Technology is changing, ideas are changing, the way people do presentation. I mean, we have done a couple of programs in the last 1 year or 2 years on presentation skill. People are stunned. Oh, this is the way it can be done. People didn't know how to use Zoom. Now people are learning. I mean, there are a lot of people, senior consultants, who don't even know how to make use of electronic media. Those are things that you get to know when you come out of that. And association helps you break that barriers. Now, we had some people who did not know how to use it. We forced them to use the media, and they were able to do a better job. The third important aspect, I think, is this association allows you to get into management positions. Something that you have probably not done in your own organization, or you're not done. You may be consultant, you may be manager. Many times we designate ourselves as manager, but we really not managing anything. We are there as a title. But here, if you participate in the management, become members of the managing committee, or become an office bearer, there are a lot of collaborative things that you learn. The leadership skills get developed, the art of how to manage things. Different people coming from different background with different expectation. If you become a leader, for example, as a chairman, I could deal with 450 people, all from different background, all having differing expectation. And I need to meet everybody else. And I'm doing this free, voluntary job. My company is not paying me, IST is not paying me. So it's a very different world altogether. It makes you a totally different person from the experience you gain from that activity that you do. You learn to collaborate in a team with different types of people. You get to organize events, okay, because these are associations who are perennially involved in making, doing programs. Look at IAMA, look at IST, look at BMA. Every month there is a program. And that means that many opportunity to get involved in organizing events which are not done in our life before. We didn't even know what event means. And most importantly, if you are in the management role or a leadership role of this organization, you get the best opportunity to promote your brand. You are at the center stage along with the VIP guest. This guest could be government official, could be ministers, could be somebody you're wanting to meet, one big VIP guys you never given maybe Ratan Tata, maybe Narayan Murthy, all those people, you get an opportunity, if you're lucky, to interact sitting on the podium there in front of a large audience. Where do you get this type of opportunity? You can get it in your own organization because there are your bosses from your CEO and MD want to go and meet somebody, not you. Okay, so this is something that you can come on here, you can come on your own, you develop yourself as an individual. And I think the other important thing is you also get to build your marketing capability. One most important thing which consultants forget is they need to become a good marketeer. You may have good idea. If you don't know how to sell the ideas, you're gone. And how do you get this? Events. All these organizations are dependent on sponsorships.
Yeah.
So you need to go out and go beg, borrow, okay, funds for events.
You need to sell an idea. You need to persuade people.
Absolutely. Okay. So you take a baby step in trying to sell those ideas. Okay. And you develop in that context because consulting is also selling abstract ideas. Associate activities are also selling abstract ideas. Why people ask you question, why do I need to sponsor this? And you need to have a credible reason why people need to sponsor this.
Amazing. So there's a lot of value.
Absolutely.
And, it's amazing. And I have myself been a life member of ISTD for several decades now. And I must say that over the years, I have gained a lot of value from just one-time payment of life membership.
Absolutely.
Not just ISTD, but so many other bodies in which in my professional domain I network in. So, any words of advice to our group of people who are wanting to become consultants? Any words of advice for them?
Great field to be in now, but don't try to become a consultant at the fag end of your career. Okay, if you want to become a consultant, do it quickly. Okay, do it at the right time because if you are caught at a wrong time, you start wondering whether my job was important or this was important. Because consulting is not that very easy. You need to really get the right customer to get you going. And to get the first right customer is a long term effort. And I think there is no other better person than Aneeta to explain that aspect is how difficult it is to get that first customer and then convince that customer that you are the right person to be their consultant who can provide them the necessary solution which can solve the problems. So best, we should have the best actually.
So, Mr. Panicker, on behalf of All India Management Association, the management and the organization, and the participants of our advanced certificate program in business consulting, I want to say a very heartfelt thank you. And your wisdom will go a long way in reinforcing the contents of our program and my own teaching in the sessions that I'm doing. And thank you so much for the value.
Actually, I'm also a life member of IMA for the last 20 years. So it's a great pleasure to be on this platform.
It's also your way of giving back to IMA.
Yes, thank you. But I never participated in the management there. But anyway, probably now is the right time. Thank you so much for having me on board.
Thank you. Thank you so much.